What we're showing here is some of the items that the Ladies' Aid Society would have done. Right shortly after the war started, almost every ladies' club, music club, literary club, garden club became a Ladies' Soldiers' Aid Society. And they were involved in collecting items, food items that they could send out to the troops so that they had fresh food. They made quilts and slippers for the soldiers that were in the hospitals, and they made other things that they could send out. This is a typical shirt, and they made hundreds of shirts here in Columbus. These are braces or suspenders that they could make. It got cold at night and the soldiers needed something to cover their heads, so they made these. Pot holders. Soldiers needed pot holders. A soldier's wife or sweetheart wasn't with him in the field, so a lot of soldiers carried what we call a housewife. And the housewife was kind of like a little sewing and repair kit. There were needles and thread, a piece of wax, piece of fabric, wool to repair their pants, extra buttons, sometimes a pair of scissors. So there were all kinds of things that a soldier might need to make some repairs to his uniform. That's called a housewife. Another thing the Ladies' Aid Societies did was to make lint. Lint was used to pack wounds. And they just take a piece of cotton, piece of fabric, and tear the threads off of it to make lint. Another thing the ladies did was to roll bandages. The bandage, a typical bandage, was 6 yards long. And that way a surgeon could like wrap a wound or whatever and then just tear off what he needed and then use the rest of it, keep using it for a while. And a lot of times they could get packed up like this, kind of in a package, because some of them you can see are shorter and some are longer, kind of like the wrap you buy today, you know. Could be an inch, could be 2.5, could be 3.5, could be 4 inches. So those are a lot of the things that the ladies did. Nationwide, ladies raised about almost $5 million for the cause. In Columbus alone, they raised $75,000. That's 1860s terms. Today, you'd have to multiply that by about 20 in order to get a more accurate figure.